Okay, so I found this old version of the 360 edition, and we're going to be playing it in hardcore mode. Now, before we begin, I tried this. I gave this a previous attempt, and I died. So I'll show a few clips of that. I basically was mauled to death by spiders. So there's no sprinting in this game, and there's no natural regeneration. It's seriously version 1, so it's a bit of a trip down memory lane. And whoa, this is a funky spawn. It's different than last time. I spawned in Arctic biome last time. But honestly, I'm kind of excited about a new opportunity because previously I made a critical mistake of accidentally mining 4 stone with my wooden pickaxe, which is a pretty significant sin. Wooden pickaxes are strictly for mining 3 stone, no more and no less. To specify, actually, I only mined 3. I accidentally placed down a cobblestone, and then I had to mine it again, using up 4 durability instead of 3. Hey, where we starting? And we spawned kind of in a desert, kind of in a forest, which I like. Forest spawns are also good. And I think I died previously because my first tree mine was not classic oak. Anytime you start a new world, mining the oak tree is a good luck charm. Every advanced player knows this and follows this rule. It's, oh, terrific. It's just like rule number 1 is you always mine the oak tree as your first tree. Also, there's no other type of oak planks. So if you don't like oak planks, you're really screwed for this version. And other things to remember, I found out there's no way to beat the game. And so I came to the conclusion that we're just going to make a creeper the final boss. Which isn't even the most dangerous one. I think the Sterlington deserves the title because I'll share a few clips from the previous attempt towards the end of the video, but I was getting absolutely destroyed by the skeletons. I realized no matter what version of Minecraft you're playing, if you're on a console port, you better believe those bedrock skeletons still have aimbot and fully automatic assault rifles. Just a set variable that will never change despite what version of Minecraft you are playing. Now anyway, we did it correctly. Stone pickaxe only has the 3 durability used, which means we can actually put it in a frame to display, which will be super awesome. So, the goal for today is we want to see hopefully get some iron, make it through the first night, which should be, I feel like it's kind of obvious that we want to do that, but, you know, sometimes a little bit of unpredictability happens, and I guess you don't mind your crafting bench faster with your axe, but whatever. Oh, lol. That's another this version. It's the old water sound effect, like, oh, come on, you gotta love it. You gotta admit, this is pretty good stuff. I forgot to make furnace. While we're here, we'll just crank out a bed. Yeah, see, mine it with my fist. It's the exact same speed. So I guess, well, whatever. So I know as soon as nighttime comes, we are sleeping. There's no time for lollygagging or any foolish wand waving in my class. So just have to remember it's HC. And also, there's no sprint, which I think I mentioned earlier, but which makes surviving really hard. You know, suddenly a bunch of spiders chasing you is one of the worst things that can happen. But it also means there's no hunger bar, so they give you these nifty, like, healing potion pork chops, which pretty much are your life force, because without them, I do not think you heal without them. I'm not sure what happened here. It looks like someone kind of fought the wither. You see how this is kind of interesting. But whatever. Oh, there's some pumpkins, so I'll compensate one. And some cow. Which I'm realizing now, it might make a lot of sense to make leather armor. Just because if you've seen this, there's plenty of leather to go around, basically. But yeah, so some of my ideas I was talking about in the previous world, which I only lasted 16 minutes in game time, I was keeping track. But I want to make a giant pig farm, because you grind up a couple of these things, it's infinite health. No sugar. It seriously is. See, like, we have 5 pork chop, and I think they heal about, I want to say they heal about a heart and a half per pork chop. So, I mean, they're not too crazy, but they help. They definitely help. So I want to kind of try to find a cave, get some on, and we'll build a house. That's another thing we need to do. Because one bad thing about the pork chops, they don't stack. You could realize, you see how. So it is kind of interesting. So, yeah, every single mob in this game is doing some manner of steroids. It's not an exaggeration. It might be because you're not able to sprint, or I don't know. They just deal a ton of damage. And yes, we're playing hardcore mode, but at the same time, that's right. I guess that's it. So I guess not getting all of the bombs in a single world might be pretty devastating. Because I think that's seriously the board. I would not think you can. I am not certain you can get past it. Because I remember playing earlier versions, so that was it. You try to sail past it, you hit an invisible wall, and you just get stuck. Looks like we've got another desert. I have no idea desert temples on this version of that. I want to say they're not. Just not to get my hopes up. It'd be great if they were. I could go for a dive and go through. Granted, we all could use a couple of diamonds, which would make a boat. I remember something funny happened with boats. I'm not sure if that's a thing in this version, but I guess that's kind of for us to find out. So of course you just need a shovel to make a boat. This they remove that in the latest version. Oh. Leather armor looks like bricks. Which is interesting. Okay, oh. Interesting. This is interesting. So you do not need a shovel. I thought this was always a thing, but I guess you don't. Let's test what the heck is happening. I already know about boats. Let me drive. What the heck? Oh my... What the... You know, I didn't really want to drive a boat. Anyway, I'm fine walking. There's no hunger. We'll be fine. Let's sleep before we sail across this giant ocean. Chickens are boring me while I'm trying to sleep, whatever. Okay. So boats just are a freaking piece of junk. Gotcha. Okay. And I'm not sure if there's horses in this version either, which means transportation is going to be... Well, to put it bluntly, it's going to be pretty rough. But we'll make do. We'll figure something out. Are there villages in this version? I don't know. There might be. Are the villagers tradable? Well, no, there are. I saw... If we think back to the intro, we saw villages in the title screen. So that reveals there is villages, but I remember playing on my phone, and there was no way to trade with villagers. They only added that in recently, or recent compared to when this version was out, like a couple of versions after they made. Yeah, it's pretty early on when they added villagers. They quickly made them tradable because before they were just punching bags and you'd steal all their stuff. Also, lava used to be a huge hazard. And looked like cheese, too. I remember that. The lava was cheese. It's not influenced by gravity. Great. Oh, look at this. We got a pig armada over here. Their deaths will be a necessary sacrifice if we want to stay alive. And granted, the world is on hardcore. Me dying means everyone else dies. So, I'm trying to find maybe a suitable area to build my house. I'm a little bit bummed that there might not be a snow biome because, that's probably my favorite, but I'm sure we could make an artificial one or something, so I'm not going to lose a ton of sleep over it. Okay, my stone sword's taking a beating, but I mean, we've got a generous helping of pork chop. So it's a decent trade-off. Can we get some iron, maybe? Okay. Oh yeah, also diamonds are super rare. in these earlier versions of Minecraft. But I think, well, they're rare already, right? But like this time, good luck. Pretty much. The map does not display your vertical Y, so I'm not sure how Diamond Mine's going to go. It'll be an interesting experience. Yes! That's what we're looking for. I might end it pretty soon. I might close early. And beautiful saying iron as physical blocks instead of whatever the atrocity is they've given us today. You know, nuggets or whatever. So we can't build a shield. We can't even block. Oh my, what? Cheese. I found cheese. Is going down there suicide, or do we got some more you want to tell me about? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Get some scaffolding. We'll stow this away for a while. We got some sand. Oh! Don't worry too much about that. Okay, clear. Yeah, we got some cheese. You see, I don't hate it. You gotta love the old lava pattern, but it is interesting to see. Oh shoot. Oh, box. Pop mini. And we're just going to play it super slow. Okay, new strategy. Floor sweep. What the heck is happening? Am I lagging? See, and Vince, is this a final boss? He just snapped my sword in half. Nice going. Do I need to... Okay. I guess you can't floor sweep nuts. Can we cook pork chop? Oh yes, we can. We'll cook some of that. And we'll cook our urn in here. Ooh, wait. That's interesting. It's the texture for beef. Ah. For eating good and plenty meal. Yeah, but see, he's not... Oh, we magically conjured our sword back. Okay, thank you. I was curious what happened to that. Can we... Okay, finally. You know, that kind of makes for a little bit more interesting gameplay. If you can't floor sweep moments. Because now we can't just box up and murder literally every single thing. There's actually a little bit of strategy. Which is good in its own way. There's a lot of urn in here. So we'll make some armor. Not a lot of food. The cooking this stuff is a nightmare. I'm not. Can we cook wool, maybe? A more one-for-one alternative? No. I don't need this. Oh. I like this. Yes. I think it's 2-for-1. Probably sticks on more eco. They don't stack either. Okay. Terrific. Well, we'll keep a few super things. And we do got a lot of iron. Let's make an armor. Actually, pickaxe probably comes first. That way if we see some rare stuff, we can grab it. And chest plate. Check that out. Okay, we're doing pretty good. A lot better than last time, honestly. Okay, so that's a dead end. Oh, we can see our armor down there, actually. We're out of coal. Oh, no, our coal's in the furnace. There's more up here we can have. There's lava down there. Forgot about that. I was so distracted by the Sterling tin. I forgot who I was. What was it? What is that? I hear people breaking blocks, and I'm near lava. Not a necessarily brilliant idea, but we're safe. Safe and sound. Doesn't look like we're gonna have enough for full iron this episode. But it's not even over. There's still points I haven't checked. So we might have something up here. These torches are off. Jeez. It is nighttime. That is something interesting I might want to consider. Thanks for sleep. I heard a Sterling tin. Okay. Sorted already. Oh gosh. It's a zombie. Pop. Big potion. See, zombies drop feathers. That's another interesting thing I'm not sure makes any whole ton of sense. What I'm saying is it's much better than rotten flesh, okay? With that we're not disputing, because if it can't even heal you, in this version at least, yeah. Looks like we have some more iron. Isn't that enough for full? Ooh. Could be. Oh, it could be. And by full, I mean a sword, pants, helmet, chest plate, boots, pickaxe. Full. So 5 plus whatever this amount is, 9. So, no, it doesn't have that one. Oh yeah, so there's no enchantments. Which means it might not ever be worth it using diamond gear. I don't know, it might sound super insane, but if you're getting hurt all the time, and if diamond stuff isn't renewable, like at all, because there's no enchantments, I'm not sure there's trading. Yeah, diamonds are going to be used up really super fast, which is interesting. I want a sword, more importantly than helmet or boots. So all we're missing is boots. I think we have to find it before I end it. Because now we're like right there. It'd feel like kind of a letdown not to, but I'm not gonna go on a giant goose chase for that few extra iron. Yeah, we might just be done here. But now then, so before ending, let's check out how that previous attempt went and some of the maybe less unfortunate events that happened. There were a few. Let's see, what was that? Herobrine is on his version, FYI. So, food for thought. Okay, let's get the map back in our inventory so we can... Yeah, well, it is pretty tiny. Also that. Okay, what's the next time? We want to get some covers for our feet, definitely. I want to say hopefully maybe a diamond. We'll build a house, because you see this inventory issue. And yeah, that's gonna do it. It's super hard to see. This could be bad. Because there's Sterlingtons all around. Here, can we change the brightness maybe? No. That's kind of cheating anyway. Because really, it's supposed to be dark at nighttime. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, shoot. Where's sprinting when you need it, huh? I do have one possible solution. There's a Sterlington over there. Oh, shoot. I'm in so much trouble. Playing hardcore mode on my first try of this version, I'm starting to realize might not have been a mastermind decision. Luckily, the pig gives us some meds, but it's not going to be enough. They're trying to get me off an addiction, I see. Addiction recovery program pigs, I guess you could say. Might be a hardcore, hard mode, exclusive things. Pigs just do not drop as much. Many potions. Oh shoot. Oh no.